All right, there we go. Hello, hello. John S. Rhodes of the Rhodes Brothers here. And these are the 5 worst extreme frugal living tips. Now, before I get to that, I can tell you right now that this short video will indeed be short. I've got some ribs on the smoker, which is very, very exciting. And they will be done very, very soon. 2 racks of pork ribs, and they've been on for just about long enough. Now, the 5 worst extreme frugal living tips. Number 1, and this is so gross, so disgusting, is so awful, but let's share it. And that is reusing toilet paper. Now, is it really toilet paper? No, not necessarily. It could be rags or cloths. It could be a variety of different paper-like products or types of products that would allow you to wash and reuse. That being said, in today's day and age, that is extremely difficult to do. And if nothing else, you have to handle the materials with extreme care for hygiene purposes. And ultimately, if you are washing cloth, then you're using various chemicals. Maybe they're not very environmentally friendly. And also, you're using water, electricity power. There's also transport issues, accidents that can happen. So, reusing toilet paper, awful idea, terrible. And if that's too much for you, I understand. Number 2, dumpster diving for groceries. And so the idea here is that a lot of times restaurants and grocery stores will throw out expired food. The thing is that if you talk to people who do extreme frugal activities like dumpster diving, is they'll say that the food is perfectly reasonable and that the expiration dates are too early, that the food is coming out direct from the restaurant or the back, and it's warm, it's heated, it's hygienic, it's clean, it's packaged up. A lot of times when you go dumpster diving, if you go dumpster diving, which I have not done, nor do I plan to ever. It is extreme, it is frugal, yes, but too many risks. You could get cut, burned, stabbed. There could be a needle. There could be a blade. There could be broken glass. It could be anything. There's animals. There could be other people that are in the dumpster. Therefore, dumpster diving for groceries, while extremely cheap, right? It is extreme. And who cares if it's that cheap? As in $0. The health risks are way too high. Number 3, and now we're kind of easing off a little bit, is unplugging everything. Well, the deal here is that if you value your time, then you're losing out. Now, financially, you might save a little bit of money, maybe 50 cents in a day, or maybe $1 a day if you have a lot of different electronics turned on. But think about it. If you have to go around your apartment, your house, wherever it is that you happen to live, if you need to turn things on and off and on and off over and over, even if you have a routine, it's going to take many minutes to do that, unless you have things, set up so you hit like one master power switch. But listen, that puts wear and tear and strain on your electronics. So that's lame. That's no good. And then second of all, you have to spend that time. If you don't have everything centrally wired, you have to go from piece of equipment to the next one, to the next one, to the next one, to the next one. I don't know about you, but my time is worth more than what the frugality, like the cost savings, would provide to me. So ain't no way. Not doing it. Constantly unplugging and plugging things back in, even when they're not turned on. If you talk to some of the old timers, they'll say, "Oh, it always draws. It always draws, even when it's plugged in and off." Like, well, okay. Again, it's not worth a penny or maybe two per month. Who knows? It's just not worth it because my time is so much more valuable. And you could apply that time to something that creates money. So rather than feeling the need to be ultra extreme frugal, what you could do is take that extra 5 or 10 minutes and use it to record a video to upload to YouTube, right? Or you could use it to create maybe 200, 300 words of text working towards writing a book. Okay, so there's lots of things that you could be doing on the flip side if you're saving that time. Okay, number 4, only showering once a week or even longer, every couple of weeks or even once a month. If you're going to go extreme, sometimes extreme is going to go after you, meaning you're going to turn away people. You're probably going to have body odor. You might have issues in terms of hygiene. You might have issues in terms of getting sick because you're just not being hygienic. And as a result, you're not going to be able to get a job. You're not going to be able to also stay healthy if you have a job. So you'll turn people away. You will lose an opportunity to get maybe better jobs, and you'll also possibly get sick, which will increase sick time, which means you're probably not going to end up making money during that time if you're sick. So that's no good. Extreme frugality in the case of showering, it just again doesn't, the juice isn't worth the squeeze, as they say. Okay, number 5, and wrapping up here, avoiding medical care to save costs. So it might seem less extreme than it is, but here's the deal. People go bankrupt because of medical expenses. So what's one of the best ways to avoid going bankrupt? Well, you try to stay, to the best of your ability, you try to stay hygienic. You also try to stay healthy. You try to find ways to eat more healthy and not go after the short term. So if you're like, well, I'm not going to go to the doctor for this lump on my neck. I have this big lump on my neck, but I'm not going to go in. Well, that could be something that's pretty serious, right? It might be benign, might not be a big deal whatsoever. But do you really want to have something on your neck that could be malignant? Something that could really be nasty. And there are people that do that. They're like, oh, I'm extreme. I'm super frugal. I'm not going to go in. I'll go in when I see my general practitioner. I'm going to wait like another month. That's when I'll go in. And it's like, wait, why would just go in now? Penny wise, pound foolish is the wise old person's expression. So again, let's recap, right? Reusing toilet paper, dumpster diving for groceries, unplugging and plugging back in everything, only showering once a week, and then avoiding medical care in terms of trying to save a buck or two, or even more than that, obviously. So those are the 5 worst extreme frugal living tips. Don't do those things. In fact, the better way forward, and you know what it is to increase your income, improve your skills, provide value to other people. And the trade-off there is that you're also creating abundance. You have an abundance mindset, not a poverty mindset, not a I'm broke mindset, and I'm going to save my way to wealth. It's okay to save. Sure, of course. Saving is awesome. Investing is awesome. But saving your way to riches is not nearly as effective as providing value to other people, starting a business, being an entrepreneur, getting a better, higher paying job. That's the opposite, right? So being frugal is awesome. I love being frugal. I have many stories about it, and in a future training, I'll explain what that means and how I got started and how frugal I really was, but not quite this frugal. And so in the next video, in the very, very next video, you'll see this in action. You'll see where abundance is where your mind needs to be. You need to have an abundance mindset so you can sort of turn away from extreme frugality, embrace frugality, but not extreme frugality, and seek abundance in a very, very positive way. And again, in that next video that you'll see popping up any moment, you'll be able to take action on that. And of course, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like, down below, leave a comment, leave a question. This is John S. Rhodes of the Rhodes Brothers, and this was Greater Wealth Through Mastery. Now it's off to get the ribs. Take care.